Do the types of pictures that you place on your home services business website, on your Google business profile, on your Facebook page, on basically everything that you do online, do those have an impact on the type of leads and also the quantity of leads that you get for your business? Well, I kind of believe that they do. I want to share with you guys a theory as to what I think is important in the type of pictures you need to add on your business website and pretty much in everything else you do online to start generating even more leads for your business. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with, I'm just going to go ahead and call it Get Busy LLC, a channel where I help contractors and home service business owners understand search engine optimization, website design, and doing their own digital marketing online. And in this video, I want to talk about photos and pictures and the types of pictures you should be adding onto your website, onto Google Business Profile, on Facebook page, on basically on everything that you do out there. Well, before I begin that, I want to share with you guys a quick little story that happened to me just over the weekend. Over the weekend, well, beginning of last week, I've had issues with my plumbing. For some reason, I turn on my faucet and there's no pressure coming out of my sinks. You know, in my shower, it comes on and off. I just didn't know what was going on. So right away in my mind, I already knew I'm going to have to call a plumber in my area. So naturally, what did I do? I grabbed my phone and I started to look for a plumber in Paso Robles, California, where I live. I think I typed in a plumber near me, and I started looking through the listings. But as I was looking through the listings, something hit me. Something reminded me of something that I was thinking about not too long ago. So I'm on Instagram all the time, on Facebook, and all this other stuff. And there's a plumber in my town who posts up little funny things on his plumbing website and his plumbing Instagram, things like that. I did follow him because I wanted to see what he was doing. Well, anyways, one day I saw him. He was being interviewed by some podcaster. I think he interviews contractors and home service business providers. And I think that guy's trying to basically get the name out there for contractors, basically show the stories of how they got their business started and everything. And for some reason, that podcast caught my attention. I was listening to a little bit of his interview and I really enjoyed what he was talking about. You know, how he got started, how his family got started in plumbing, how he thought it was a stupid thing. He wanted to do something glamorous, and plumbing's a really good business to get into. And I completely agree. Well, anyways, for some reason that caught my attention. And I just basically was watching the guy talking through this whole thing. Well, anyway, so I went on Google and looked for a plumber near me. And I remember his name, Santos Plumbing or something like that. I did save it on here just to show you guys. And one of the first pictures I see here was of him. This was the guy doing the interview. And without hesitation, without even thinking about it, I'm like, this is the guy I'm going to call. I'm going to call. I didn't even bother looking at the rest. This is the guy I'm going to call. And looking back, I was trying to think to myself, why is it that I wanted to call him? What is it that separated him from the rest? There's tons and tons of plumbers to pick from. And it was, I put a face to his business. I knew who was going to come to my house, and I felt extremely comfortable with calling him. And I know exactly who the guy's going to, like I said, who I'm going to shake hands with. I'm going to show him my problems and things like that. I already kind of got a glimpse of his personality, and I wanted to reach out to him. And I've also noticed that there is this huge company called Junk Removal Authority out there, and they help junk removal business owners with websites and PPC and all this SEO, everything. I mean, that's what they're strictly focused on, is helping junk removal business owners. And I do like to look at what they're doing and some of the things that they do for these junk removal business owners. And one of the things that they do is build these nice, pretty looking websites. And one of the common things I've noticed on all of the websites that they build, I'm pretty sure when they talk to the business owners, they talk to them one on one and tell them this is what we need to do. And, since they know the industry and they know probably better than anybody from what I've seen, I'm sure they know what works. And one of the common themes that I've seen on all these websites is I've noticed that they place pictures of not just that they're a junk removal business owners, they put pictures of the team, of the crew, of the actual people doing the business. And I'm thinking to myself, why is it that they do that? Why is it such a I've noticed it across the board of all the websites that they do. Why is it they do that? And one of the reasons that I think is, I've never hired a junk removal business for myself to remove junk. Most of the time, I don't hoard anything. I throw pretty much everything away. But I have come to realize that if I ever did need somebody, of course I'm going to go on Google. Of course I'm going to go on the search and whatever shows up on the search results, basically who I'm going to call. But I'm going to start to look at the pictures because one of the first things I think about is like who's coming to my house? Who's going to be the actual person knocking on my door? Am I going to get some dude with a tank top and a pickup truck and just scrubby looking guy? I know I want to know who's coming. And if you notice this too with like 1-800 got junk, all of their pictures on their websites and on their Google business profiles, on everything that they do, they have their team, they have their crew. I think they understand that customers basically kind of want to get in, even on a subconscious level, kind of want to know who's coming to their house when they're going to go remove their junk. And another business that I've noticed that kind of really emphasizing showcasing and showing the actual crew that's going to come out to your house to fix a problem is Safe Light uh, windshield repair. This company, I've noticed, I've kind of looked at what they do, and it seems like they really, really emphasize the actual people that are going to your house. From what I've known too, is that when you make an appointment with them, you'll get like some kind of message and has a little picture of the actual person that's going to come to your house to go fix your windshield or whatever repair you need for your car. Why do they do this? I always think to myself, why is it that they're doing stuff like this? As again, I really believe that they know their market, probably better than we know it. And I think they know that people want to feel comfortable knowing who's going over to your house. So this naturally goes to your actual pictures of your business. So if you are, like I said, a concrete contractor, a junk removal business owner, a carpet cleaning business, house cleaner, whatever the hell you do out there, I really believe that you should showcase not just your work in your pictures, but showcase yourself, your team, and things like that. So that when people start looking at your business, start looking, shopping around with the services you provide, they get a feel of who's actually coming over to their house to install new decking, install a new floor, fix their roof, give them an estimate on a concrete slab in their backyard, build them a pergola in their backyard, whatever it might be. They kind of want to know who's coming into their house. So one of the things that I'm going to start recommending to contractors, especially the ones I'm building their websites for, and whenever you build out your own website, is really focus in on getting some good pictures of yourself and your team and your truck, and you're maybe standing next to your truck, your badass roofing truck, having some clips of your crew doing some concrete slabs, and afterwards, with the thumbs up, things like that, because we are human beings. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. Every transaction is between human beings, and the more comfortable we feel with one another, the more we have a tendency to reach out. So like I said, even if I had two really nice websites for a roofing contractor in my town, so I got some leaks. One's really nice and professional, but all they showing is, uh, you know, pictures of the roofs and stuff. And then this other one, it actually shows the dude, maybe a picture on the about page with his family and things like that. Talks a little bit about himself. I'm going to kind of gravitate towards the more personal one, the more human connection that I got with that individual. And this is one of the reasons I believe that people reach out to me for their website designs, for some of their SEO and some of these services I provide, because you can get a website anywhere. You can get it built by, there's probably a million and one people that can build contractor websites, but people reach out to me because they put a face to the business. They feel a little bit of trust. They've seen me here on YouTube, and it just makes them more comfortable. It gets them almost like they know me, and it makes them more comfortable to make that transaction. And you have somebody built out their website because they kind of know me just from watching YouTube. So the same thing will hold true, especially here in the future with all this stuff, this online stuff. I think the more you can make it more personal, you can show the more human aspect of, put a face to your business. That's where I think things are going to be heading here in the next few years, especially with all this online stuff. So that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys today. What I think you should be doing when it comes to your pictures and your photos that you place on basically on everything that you have there online. So if you guys looking for like a website, some help with some SEO or any of that stuff, all my links are in the description below here with all my services and things like that. And if you guys are looking for a great place to place some of those awesome pictures you got going on of your crew and the work that you do, make sure you add those to the Google Business Profile. If you don't have one of those set up yet, I basically talk about the importance of that here in the video right here. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Until next time.